All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players, said Shakespeare. But what to do when those players meet the biggest problem of the 21st century? Weight gain. With 60% of adults in the UK overweight or obese, the same problem faced Camphill Milton Keynes communities. A community of adults with learning difficulties who found that the script is the same for everyone. If you eat the wrong types of food, you put on weight. It didn't matter who you were, staff or residents. On arriving at Camphill, 10 kilos was the average weight gain. And yet Milton Keynes follow the core Camphill philosophy of social farming. They produce their own products, they grow their own fruit and vegetables, and they even make their own bread. So what was going wrong? Camphill Milton Keynes communities called in Grub for Life to investigate.
Camphill Milton Keynes is a very diverse community, and we have upwards of 100 people. We have adults with learning disabilities, we have long-term co-workers, we have short-term co-workers. In particular, our short-term co-workers, it's the first time they've been away from home, they've come from all parts of the world, and everything is new, and asking them to cook and prepare meals is a challenge. I think we found that we have the diverse community and we needed guidance and support in trying to provide nutritional balanced food. New co-workers and new residents, I think you could say their wastes increased within 3 to 6 months of coming to Camphill. I would say that we are not unique, and if we are suffering the same problems and issues, then certainly other Camphills will have that problem. We just need to identify that we have a problem and get the guidance and support to address that. Again, we're no different. We're just a small microcosm of society. We're 100 people living and eating together, and we have the same problems as the wider community.
After extensive work with everyone at Camphill Milton Keynes, resources are now in place to support training and learning for residents and staff alike. And the best form of learning is face-to-face. Grub for Life held the first of a series of training sessions for staff and residents. The objective was to engage everyone in understanding the value of good nutrition and the effects of bad. Nearly 80 residents and staff came together in a day-long session to learn, question and understand just what foods are good to eat and those that aren't. But nutrition doesn't have to be boring, it can be fun.
So we're going to learn about food, what's good food, what kinds of things can help us be healthy.
Today is about celebrating, and it's about celebrating success. We've done something here at Camphill Milton Keynes really, really special. It's never been done before in any community. Each and every one of you is involved in one way or another in good food. You might not be cooking dinner every day, but you probably are growing it, or making the bread, or making the jam, or the chutney, or telling people about good food in the cafe. We really do have something to celebrate, and it's all because of all of you. One more, yeah, on the top there. Bones, brilliant.
Cornflakes. Those are love ones, muesli.
Well, if you wanted to have some fruit juice and you thought that's a good way to have one of my 5 a day, when might you add that into your daily breakfast? Fruit juice at breakfast, a really good way. Okay. That much sugar in every single can of Coke. What does fibre do?
Gives some energy.
Gives you some energy. Yeah. What keeps you regular? Yeah. Thank you, Julia. Helps you go to the loo regularly. I know.
Throughout the day, Grub for Life helped participants challenge their understanding of what was good and what was not so good. Participation is the best way to learn and understand. Through the Good Food Initiative, the residents of Camphill Milton Keynes have made a massive step forward in their understanding of food, as well as learning their role in maintaining a healthy diet. Camphill Milton Keynes made the decision that freedom to choose can only be possible when residents understand all the choices available to them. And who wouldn't be confused about the hundreds of foods, takeaways and snacks that are out there? Which is why Camphill Milton Keynes has gone that one step further. They have created the Camphill Milton Keynes Community Good Food Manual, in which everyone at Camphill participated in creating. A massive range of recipes sectioned for meat, fish, poultry and vegetarian meals. Recipes created from many of Camphill residents' own favourites. Each recipe has been tested and a nutritional analysis is provided on every one of them. And taking those recipes and putting them into a framework of menu templates helps residents and co-workers to be able to plan ahead. And providing for as much choice as possible a range of eating plans, allowing everyone, residents and staff and volunteers, the chance to make considered choices in planning meals. And learning about food all the time, handy tips to make what you eat healthier, as well as understanding the health and safety implications at every turn, putting food and nutrition as the foundation for a fulfilling life. Camphill Milton Keynes recognised they had a problem, and that problem wasn't going to go away. The Camphill founder, Karl Koenig's philosophy is as true now as it was in 1939, that a perfectly formed spirit and destiny belong to each human being. Camphill Milton Keynes has enabled the members of the community to learn together about nutrition. Each individual now has the opportunity to apply their newfound knowledge in developing each their own personal destiny, with full support from the community. But let's leave the final word to one of the residents themselves.
So we must be positive about food and drink. The more we're positive in food and drink, and we ask a co-worker, is this healthy to eat or not? And they say, eat this, not that. Then we're going to help ourselves an enormous lot. Some people would put loads and loads of brown sauce on their meal, and loads of tomato ketchup on their meal, and loads of salad cream on the same dish. 3 lots of different types of sausages. Don't care how much they put on it. They just splash it on their food and eat it. But that's not good for their moods later on. You become heavy, and then you don't want to exercise much. You get heavy, and then you feel you don't want to do much movement, exercise. It's always best to try to know your limits with healthy food, and then when you eat healthy food, you do more exercise. I still feel in the restaurant I need a little help from time to time, but it is easier. And if you don't have puddings with every meal or anything too over sugary with a meal, even at breakfast time, then that's a help. One weekend, if we had the nutrition, second part nutrition, I'd be more than happy.